Welcome back to another video, guys. If you remember, at the beginning of this year, we put out a video of us working on the 1918 Holt 10-ton. That was kind of in the middle of our restoration process. But in this video, we're going to be working on needle scaling all of the dirt that built up in the past century on the left track, as well as replacing some of the grease fittings and really kickstarting this cleaning process, which is the first step in the restoration. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I got a decent amount needle scraped, about as much as I could with just how tight everything is. I did miss a little spot right up there at the top of that caster, but I got the majority of everything clean that I can reach to. Now I just need to go back through and I'm going to try and take off some of these grease fittings. See if I can get in there in that cavity and maybe pick it out or see if it's clogged. And if I can't take them off, I don't know what I'm going to do, but that's going to be my next goal. Ooh, that is surprisingly easy. Here we go. Okay, so it actually doesn't look too bad. It's still grease in there. I was kind of expecting it to be just a solid. That grease does have clumps in it, but that head is completely ruined and rusted over, so let me go find another one to replace it. Found another one that is similar. It's the same thread or close to it. It's a little different, but this one actually works, so let's see if it fits. And it does. You can't replace those. The grease fittings? No. Because it'd be authentic. Yeah, but the other ones don't work. Then you pop them out, clean them out, and put them back. You can't clean them out. Where'd it go? Here it is. The head of that? Yeah. How? You take a little big file and you just kind of kiss over the top of it. This thing's still good. That's a 100-year-old grease fitting. Okay. Should. Oh, yeah, some dirty. Oh. Some watery grease. Woo! Here you go. Good. Thanks. That's just surface rust. Or surface rust. Yeah. Just see if it'll. Just take that file and go right over top of it and hook it up. See if it'll pop it. But see, that's all you have to do. You don't have to replace it. I thought your dad wanted this authentic. Look at how ugly that thing is. Yeah, look at how ugly it is. Here you go. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so after some further consideration and some consultation, I decided not to get a new grease fitting just because of how it looks and how much it sticks out compared to these other ones. And there is actually a way to restore this. So as you saw, we were able to get grease to come out of here. I'm gonna have to work on that ball there inside of there. It's not quite popped back out. I know you can't see it very well, but we were able to get grease out of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off all 6 of these. Okay, so we got all 6 of them out. Don't ask me why there's only 5, but so we figured out that this one that came off of the very end along with this one are no good. Now this one I could take out
this head, unscrew it, and because this base is still decently good, but I think that because we've got to replace this one anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and replace this one. It'd also be easier, unless somebody tells me differently. But this one I got cleaned up, the one with the Healy thread or something like that. Got that one cleaned up. I haven't cleaned these up yet, but I'm going to go just wire brush the threads and the head, just to get them clean and all the extra gunk off of it, and then put them on the grease gun and see if I can get grease to come through them. Okay, so as you might can see, there's a bunch of excess metal. I don't know how well you can see that. A bunch of excess metal right here on the end of this, but I was able to get the hole in the middle cleaned out, so this should still work. Let me go clean up the other fitting and we'll try and go over to the grease gun.
Holt and all the different Holt and various brands are on the telephone, and they really got questions.
So this one works. Okay, so I took out all 6 of them at once, and went and cleaned them all up. But that was a mistake because each grease fitting is completely different, because somebody has gone back before us and changed some out at random periods of times. Almost everyone they did was done differently. So I came across, I was tightening a grease fitting I thought came out of here, and a threaded insert started tightening with it. So I took that out, and it is right here. So you can see this is the grease fitting here, and you can actually see it down inside that Healy cord, Healy something, and so that came out with it. So that is what the person who changed out these before us, that's what they did, is they just put an adapter in there. So we're gonna have to order some grease fittings, which are 5/8, and then we can put them all in. This one went in correctly, so that one I'm just gonna leave, even though it's probably gonna be different than the others, along with this one. This one we just went ahead and replaced because the old one didn't fit correctly. The threads were messed up on it, so I just went ahead and replaced it, and we'll rust that up. The 4 others, we're going to have to buy some 5/8 grease fittings that will fit into those. But now I'm going to start taking out these caster wheels grease fittings. I got one out, and I'm just going to do one at a time. So we'll put that on time lapse, and I'm just going to go and clean it up, make sure it works, and then put it right back in. Okay, so I just got this grease cap off using some channel locks because it was really stuck, and now you really can see what it is. So it's just a hollow threaded cap. Right in here, it's just kind of a funnel shaped thing that is threaded on the outside, and it runs in
to the grease. So it is not like a normal grease fitting. I kind of thought it was. This does make more sense. But you just stuff this up with the grease, screw it on, and every so often you give it a couple turns, and it forces the grease down into the joint. So I'm going to get a putty knife, clean all that old grease out of there, clean up the threads a little bit, and then I'll put it back on and we'll keep moving on with the other grease fittings. Okay, so I got this cap off, put it in the parts washer, got it all cleaned up, and now it goes on. So it goes on a whole lot better than it did before. Now I'm going to move on to try and get this cleaned out. Okay, so I got all of the grease fittings off. I took another one off here, and it is also healy coiled. So we're just going to wait for those others to come in, the 5/8 to come in for down here, and we'll get another one for down there. Got that cap taken off, cleaned, put back on, along with this one right here, cleaned, come off. Now it turns freely, screws on and off freely. Got all of the grease fittings replaced as well, and all the ones, I found another one right down there on the end of that axle, and two more over here. Now I'm going to do a little bit of needle scaling here on the back of the track, just right here on the sprocket where I can get to, and then I'll move on to the other track. Okay, so I did about all the needle scaling I'm going to do. I just did a little bit back up here, got all the way up to about where I could reach until this fuel tank, and then I started just a little bit back here around the winch, but I decided I was just going to go ahead and do the other track first to get those done and finished, and then move on to something else. I found the vacuum, and I'm just going to clean up all of the dirt that I can at least reach, and suck all that up, and then eventually, once we get kind of the tracks and everything, all the dirt that we can scrape off, we're going to carry it outside and wash it off. So I'm not going to get anything perfect, just get the majority of it off, so we don't have to worry about it just being in the air or just on the track where we're trying to work. Okay, so I got pretty much everything, just a real rough scan, but it's a lot better than when I blew it all off, and I was able to get, you know, kind of more pinpointed areas, and get a lot of the dirt up anyway. So this track is looking a whole lot cleaner.
compared to the other one, and just in general. I haven't greased anything yet. I'm gonna wait till after we wash, as well as just after we get the rest of these grease fittings. But just got the other side of the track to do, and it is a lot dirtier. You can see there's a lot of dirt all over the place, especially right over here. This is pretty much how the track looked, and this is even after kind of we just got a shovel to it. But this is what I've got to look forward to tomorrow, so that's what we're going to do here now. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.